I get this comment all the time. People get really upset at me like, well, obesity is not contagious, when in actuality, societally, it is shown to be very contagious in many different studies. If you look at friend group circles that all tend to eat the same way, have the same type of activity, they all gain weight together. If the friend group is unhealthy, they all get fat together. If you look at influencer circles, like say people idolize a certain singer who shows herself gluttoning herself all the time on film and makes it seem like it's super glamorous and all like that, they tend to adopt that same thing and think it's super glamorous, and they idolize the person and they emulate what the person does. We literally call these people influencers, so they influence their audience to treat their body like trash and therefore get unhealthy and obese. If you look at family units, it is very clearly contagious, as obese parents who abuse their body into obesity tend to feed their child in the same way that they eat themselves, and therefore they abuse their child's body into obesity, teaching that child very poor systemic habits that the child then takes into adulthood. So obesity is in fact very societally contagious. However, if we want to look past that, if we just wanted to say, I don't know, healthcare resource usage, your healthcare resource usage affects everybody else, especially in a global pandemic, does it not? I mean, 15 days to slow the spread was literally so we wouldn't overload the healthcare system, so people wouldn't then not be able to get care, when in fact, for decades now, the vast majority of usage in the healthcare system when it comes to resources is in fact chronic lifestyle-driven illnesses, avoidable chronic lifestyle-driven illnesses. People eat too much, drink too much, smoke too much, and therefore use up well over 50% of the usage resource-wise when it comes to staffing, beds, and other resources for the healthcare industry, adding incredible pressure onto the healthcare industry so that when a global pandemic of a new cold virus breaks out, we have to worry about not only that massive usage being used by people that chronically eat themselves, drink themselves, smoke themselves into illness, and therefore disproportionately use up healthcare resources in a much higher fashion than those people that take care of themselves and try to stay healthy. We also share in societal burden of healthcare expenditure, whereas $2.6 to $3 trillion a year in the United States alone is spent on chronic lifestyle-driven illnesses that is shared amongst all of us in insurance costs. And again, seeing as how the United States government is the main payer of healthcare expenditures through our tax dollars. So you can claim that obesity is not contagious and only affects the person that is obese, but you would be 100% wrong. Have a nice day.